The aviation world was rocked to its core when China's Comac C929 completed a stunning 12,000-kilometer test flight, an achievement that few believed possible just a decade ago. This was not just another routine test, it was a bold statement of intent from China's rapidly advancing aerospace industry. The entire event was broadcast live, allowing millions around the globe to witness history in the making as the C929 soared across continents, its progress tracked in real time by aviation enthusiasts and industry experts alike. The event instantly put the C929 in the same league as Boeing and Airbus, signaling that China's aviation ambitions are now a global reality. For the first time, a Chinese-made wide-body jet stood shoulder to shoulder with the giants of the industry, challenging the long-standing duopoly. For decades, Boeing and Airbus have dominated long-haul international travel, but the C929's successful flight shattered that status quo. The skies, once ruled by Western manufacturers, now have a powerful new contender. Comac's achievement proved it could build a modern, efficient, wide-body jet capable of connecting continents. The C929's advanced aerodynamics, fuel-efficient engines, and spacious cabin design rival the best in the world, offering airlines and passengers a compelling new choice. This isn't just a commercial challenge, it's a realignment of global industrial power, marking China's rise as a high-tech superpower. The C929's development showcases the nation's ability to innovate, manufacture, and compete at the highest levels of technology. With its impressive 12,000-kilometer range, the C929 can fly non-stop between major global hubs, unlocking the most lucrative and competitive routes. Airlines now have a new option for connecting cities like Beijing to New York, London to Shanghai, and beyond. The news sent shockwaves through Western manufacturers, who now face a determined new rival backed by China's full industrial might. Boardrooms in Seattle and Toulouse are abuzz with urgent meetings as the industry grapples with the implications of this seismic shift. The C929 is more than an airplane, it's a symbol of national pride and technological independence. For China, it represents decades of investment, ambition, and the drive to stand tall on the world stage. Its debut marks the beginning of a new era in aviation, with China now a formidable player on the world stage. The C929's journey has only just begun, but its impact is already being felt across the globe, promising a future where the balance of power in the skies is forever changed. Developing the C929 required Comac to master not just engineering, but global diplomacy. Despite trade tensions, Comac secured critical Western technology, like Safran's braking systems and Crane Aerospace's sensors, by leveraging the interconnected aerospace supply chain. These aren't minor parts, they're essential for safety and international certification. For China, integrating proven Western tech accelerates development and reduces risk. For Western suppliers, it's a gateway to China's vast aviation market, creating mutual dependence despite political friction. This selective collaboration bridges China's current gaps, while it invests in domestic capabilities for the future. By carefully choosing partners, Comac has kept the C929 on track, even as global politics shift. Navigating this geopolitical tightrope has been key to the program's rapid progress. The C929's reliance on foreign components has exposed it to global supply chain turbulence and political risk. U.S. export controls threaten delays, forcing Comac to constantly adapt its sourcing strategies. Pandemic-era shortages and shipping delays have only added to the challenge. To mitigate risk, China is strengthening ties with European suppliers and investing heavily in a domestic supply chain. This dual strategy, international partnerships now, self-sufficiency for the future, is central to China's aerospace ambitions. The struggle to balance immediate needs with long-term independence is the C929's greatest challenge. But China's determination to overcome these obstacles is unwavering. The Comac C929 is engineered to compete directly with the world's top wide-body jets. With seating for around 280 passengers and a 12,000-kilometer range, it targets the same market as the Boeing 787, 9 and Airbus A330neo. This range enables true intercontinental travel, making the C929 a viable option for global carriers. The project has moved from concept to detailed design, focusing on advanced aerodynamics, lightweight composites, and sophisticated systems. Comac plans a family of C929 variants, including extended range and higher capacity models, mirroring the strategies of Boeing and Airbus. This approach allows airlines to tailor fleets for specific needs, signaling Comac's long-term commitment to the wide-body market. The C929's design ambition is clear: to become a major force in global aviation. Comac's timeline for the C929 is cautious but realistic, with a first flight targeted for 2025 or 2026. This schedule reflects both the complexity of developing a next-generation wide-body jet and the lessons learned from previous projects like the C919. Comac is determined to avoid the delays and setbacks that have plagued other new aircraft programs, so they're building in extra time for testing and refinement. The company hopes to enter commercial service in the early 2030s, but this is just the beginning of a much longer journey. Even after the first flight, years of rigorous evaluation and certification will follow before passengers can board the C929 for regular flights. The biggest hurdle is certification, not just from China's CAAC, which oversees domestic aviation safety, but also from the FAA in the United States and EASA in Europe. These certifications are essential for global sales, as airlines around the world require approval from these respected agencies before purchasing new aircraft. The process is both rigorous and political, requiring thousands of hours of flight testing, detailed technical scrutiny, and extensive documentation. Every system, from avionics to engines, must meet the highest international standards. For Comac, convincing Western regulators of its safety standards is a monumental challenge, as seen with the C919, which faced skepticism and extra scrutiny. The company must demonstrate not only technical excellence but also transparency and reliability. Rushing the process could risk both safety and reputation, potentially setting back China's ambitions in the global aviation market. That's why Comac is taking a measured, transparent approach, inviting international observers and sharing progress updates to build trust. This deliberate pace is strategic, aiming to build global confidence in Chinese engineering, and to show that the C929 can meet or exceed the standards set by established manufacturers. Successfully navigating the certification maze will determine if the C929 can truly compete worldwide, opening doors to lucrative international markets. The stakes are high. Global acceptance hinges on passing this ultimate test, and the world is watching closely to see if Comac can deliver. The C929's future, and China's place in the global aviation industry, depends on meeting the world's toughest standards and earning the trust of airlines and passengers everywhere. The C929 is a cornerstone of China's ambitious strategy for technological sovereignty and economic transformation. More than just a new aircraft, it represents a bold step toward reducing reliance on foreign technology and asserting China's place as a global innovator. For decades, China has spent billions importing jets from Boeing and Airbus. The C929 aims to redirect that massive demand to its own domestic industry, keeping investment, jobs, and expertise within the country. The program is a catalyst for innovation, driving advances in materials science, manufacturing techniques, avionics software, and propulsion systems. It's also cultivating a new generation of highly skilled aerospace talent, fueling the nation's future growth. The C929 is a national project designed to move China up the global value chain, from producing consumer goods to leading in high-tech industries and cutting-edge research. If successful, the C929 could disrupt the long-standing Boeing-Airbus duopoly, giving China a powerful voice in shaping global aviation standards and practices. By offering airlines around the world a credible third choice, China gains new leverage in international trade negotiations and diplomatic relations, strengthening its global influence. The C929 is both an economic and political tool, embodying China's determination to achieve self-reliance and showcase its technological prowess to the world. Ultimately, the success of the C929 will serve as a barometer for China's ability to lead in the industries that will define the 21st century, signaling its arrival as a true global powerhouse. The C929 is designed to challenge the Boeing 787 and Airbus A350 at the heart of the long-haul market. By matching their capacity, range, and use of advanced composites, COMAC is emulating proven success. The C929 features a modern flight deck and passenger comforts pioneered by its Western rivals, but competing means more than just building a comparable jet. Boeing and Airbus offer vast global support networks. COMAC must build its own ecosystem for sales, maintenance, and financing, a daunting task. Its key advantage: strong state backing and financing, especially for airlines aligned with China. The C929's arrival signals the end of the Boeing-Airbus duopoly and the start of a three-way race. The battle for the skies is about to get a new contender. China's massive domestic aviation market is the C929's natural launchpad. State-owned carriers like Air China and China Eastern will likely be first customers, providing a stable base for COMAC. Early domestic deployment allows COMAC to refine the jet and build a safety record before targeting global sales. Success at home is crucial for international credibility. Next, COMAC will target friendly nations, especially those in the Belt and Road Initiative, offering attractive financing and diplomatic incentives. This strategy bypasses the toughest Western markets at first. Breaking into the global mainstream will require more than a low price. COMAC must prove the C929's safety, efficiency, and support. Winning over risk-averse airlines is the ultimate challenge. The C929 is a stepping stone toward China's ultimate goal: full self-reliance in aerospace. While current models rely on Western engines and avionics, China is investing heavily in domestic alternatives, especially the ambitious CJ2000 engine program. Mastering jet engine technology is the pinnacle of industrial achievement and key to breaking foreign dependence. China is also developing its own avionics, flight controls, and composite materials to create a fully domestic supply chain. The first C929S will be hybrids, but the endgame is a jet that's truly made in China. Achieving this will mark China's arrival as a genuine aerospace superpower. The C929 is just the beginning of China's quest to shape the future of flight.